I don't have a clue why that's behaving like that. It's just systems. System gives problems here and there. Um, yeah, because I didn't do anything. I have not fixed anything as yet. Clearly, because maybe I've not turned on this thing for a while. So that's why. Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. Welcome, welcome. Back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do make sure to like, share, and definitely subscribe to the platform. If you're a member of the channel, bless up to you and all you lovely people. We're going to be discussing some transfers today and then do some deeper dives as to what could possibly take place after those transfers have been completed. All right. Yes. So those are the little nuggets we're going to try and drop today. So what we have on the listing, we have Trevante Stewart, a Jamaican reggae boy that we talked about a few times here and there. Obviously, maybe. A lot of people never thought that he was good enough, and but good enough comparative to what? Comparative to even a JPL league that he graduated from. You understand me? So we're gonna have those discussion. All right, let me start by blessing up the people inside the house. Big up, big up, big up. All right, so we saw Lamar in the building. Big up yourself, Lamar. El Mexi in the building. Michael Gardner. Big up yourself. Kevin Woodhouse. Duvan, sorry. Johnny Powell. J Thomas. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Wilson C. O'Shane Richards. Surfside finishes. Yeah, man. Big up in yourself. Thanks for being here. Joseph Brown and Professional Pro Club with Omar Fowling. Yeah, man. Massive, massive respect. All right. Yeah, man. So let me start with Trevante Stewart. Trevante Stewart played in Jamaica for a while. He was born in Jamaica, then went to Italy. Things never really worked out in Italy. Then he moved. But I'm gonna get all of that on the screen now for you, because maybe this is where I had the problems. When I was actually trying to put up Trevante Stewart thing, you had some background noise caused the actual problem. So Trevante Stewart, these are the moves that he made. All right, so he left from Mount Pleasant to Salernitana for 100k. That's what's recorded right here. And then from Salernitana to Javar Matisse. All right, end of loan. They decide that he's going to move on. All right. So he moved on from Javar Matisse to Radniki Nis for 150k. So they did made some money on their actual deal. All right. Obviously, we saw him in the Italian league. Never really looked up to scratch, because obviously that's a higher level league than the JPL. So he needed time to get repetition and see where he could go. Then from Radniki Nis to Maccabi Haifa at this point, and based on what it is recorded, it is going to be worth 1.5 million euros, which should be considered one of the biggest deals for a Jamaica Reggae Boyz player. Like, came out of the JPL, never really did any football education outside. So this would be one of those big deals, in my opinion. Is he worth it to you guys? Let me know. Because I've talked highly of him even recently when we were talking about how good he was actually doing. I've always talked highly of him, but I still put it in context, because the style that he plays might not be the mobility that everyone is looking into a striker, but he's a physical target striker that has good pace as well. All right, but he's not the fluidity player, the fleet-footed player. But you still need some of those guys from time to time. I'm going to pull up something here to show you why maybe it's important and it could work out for him. All right, yes, it could work out for him. All right. on the road on my new job. I bless up yourself in the new. Thanks for being here. El Mexi. Can this baller dominate USA? Well, we're gonna get down to that. Let me just stick by the facts, and then we move through the facts, and then lay out some other additional things, and then try to give our opinions on that. So 1.5 million, that's what they have said, and it might be stretched over two plus seasons. All right. Yes. All right. So yes. The money should be paid over a 2 year installment. All right, I am trying to see if I get the amount of years here, but at this point, I have not gotten the years here, but it is 1.5 million, and 1.5 million, regardless of the amount of years, it is very, very good in my opinion. All right, yes. Let me go through it now. So Maccabi Haifa, currently the strikers that they do have at this point, because remember they did have a striker that you guys all know. All right. So the strikers that they do have at this point, let me try and pull them up for you. All right, so central forward, Jovanovic, also one central forward there, and Trivante Stewart at this point. Let me look at the players went out because departure should be looking nice. All right, so center back, central forward, Ricardino, got shipped out. All right, so it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. They shipped out a lot of players. Dean David, a 29-year-old, got shipped out. It's central forward, that is. Eric Shuranov got shipped out as well. Central forward, 23-year-old. So I don't know if they are just doing a big overhaul at this point. Yes, and Ricardino to make the third one. All right, yes. So end of loan for Ricardino. He's going back to Victoria Pleasant. So good level. Right there. All right. Maybe they did. Maybe the money was too much, or they never saw the need in him. All right. And then okay. So most of them left for back to their club on loan or for good fees as well. Dean David left to the J1 League for 1.1 million. All right. So at this point, they don't have so much strikers on the books. So what that says to me, that they might have to rely on him. All right. We have seen several strikers of his ilk plays in this team. So if you're looking at that trajectory, our past trajectory for other players that's in his style of play, I think you would say that it could be successful for him. Could be successful for him. I'm not saying it's going to be a sure success, but it could be successful for him, in my opinion, because I saw big strikers that tried to do that plays similar to him actually went there and had good success. So that is very, very good in my opinion. All right. So Trivante Stewart, 1.5 million. Yeah. To Maccabi Haifa. All right. Yes. All right. Mark, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bro, you should be finding ballers that can dominate Concacaf. All right. So professional pro club. If I'm doing a stream, why every stream that I've done, you guys just seems like you always want to have a fight with me rather than actually just listen. I'm talking about a player. So why can't I talk about a player? Why can't I just talk about football? Why it has to be something else you want? If I talk about an ex-player, somebody else will come and talk about something else. Just let me speak, man, please, man. Or if you don't find me interesting, just give the channel a break then, man. Let me can focus on what I'm doing, man. Come on, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like every video I've done. Somebody has to come and try agitate me or something. I'm talking about the player. Let me speak on the player, man. I want to speak on the player. I like the player. All right. If I never did it, you guys would have said I don't like Jamaican born players. So what more would you want? All right. All right. So anyways, so Trivante Stewart. Um, does this get him into the national team? Let me know. All right. Does this get him in the national team? Let me know. All right. One second, I'm checking to make sure everything works, alright? It's like maybe I have to shut down this channel or something to find peace, Because once I'm doing and let me know if a background noise coming through, people. Let me know if a background noise coming through, alright? Yeah, because I was reading some things right here. Alright. So anyways, aside from that unnecessary comment, yes, so my question is, are we truly scouting players? Because I don't think it should have. Because no, this is what I'm talking about. Because remember, we the last call up, we said that maybe this guy should have all been looked at and maybe be selected over Kaim Dixon, right? Right. All right. So let me turn this off because it looked like some background noise coming through. Sorry about that, people. All right. So he was playing all along and he did what he did in the JPL and he did what he did in his league that he was presently in. And we are saying, oh, that makes sense because you're looking at Kaim Dixon that's not playing any football, but he makes the team, right? And then this guy is doing well. So where is his scouting? So what I'm going to say now, because he should have made it from back then, and he would have offered something because the coach stated that he's looking for a player similar to Mikel Antonio style of playing. He's maybe the most similar player you can find to Mikel Antonio's style of playing from Jamaica. Like Jamaican born. So if we're gonna keep everything into conversation like the quota system and all of those stuffs, that's what I'm talking about. So for me, I think this is the next point that exposed that they are not doing any format of scouting of any level. It's not happening. You understand me? It's not happening at all. Because these players are playing at a higher level and they seem to be doing better, but seems to not get preferential treatment, even when they are being classed as a local. You understand me? So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to know, honestly, say that he should be back in the team because he deserved to be in the team from day one. All right. And now the team situation will be you have to perform now. You have to come in and perform now. So, would you guys consider the conversation to say that we set up a lot of people to fail based off our poor ability to scout, because that's what I'm seeing now, are people because we don't pay attention to nothing, or maybe we're just not qualified for the job that we're in. Um, it's hard for you to, because this guy could have been in the team, actually be gelling over Warner Brown and over Dixon, but never got any look in, and he has been performing on a more consistent basis than all of them, to be honest. And now because he gets a $1.5 million move, you're going to just rush him back into the team, and then more likely he's going to fail because when he should have gotten that easy game to fit himself in, now he might get a bigger game to make the bench and then call on for Mikel Antonio or someone in a bigger game, and then he has to perform or else he loses his spot. So I want you guys to see where I'm coming from when I say that sometimes the lack of knowledge can lead people to fail, because that's why you need professional people at these elms at all times. You understand me? Because they know the right timings, they are doing the right things to collect as much information. So it works out, and I think that this is one of the points them tells me that they're not doing any scouting, they're not keeping up with anybody. It's just whatever the noise makes, that's how they swerve their whips. You understand me? And if that's how you're going to try to make a World Cup, I think you have to be extremely lucky to make a World Cup behaving like that. You understand me? And it clearly seems like they're behaving like that, because I've always thought that it's the chats and people around the football keeping people up to date. Remember, our coach literally said he never watched John Russell. So more likely, I don't think he watches this man either. Regardless if he's Jamaican, born or whatever, he doesn't watch him either. Because that one was inside England when he was inside England. You understand me? I never watched him. Someone told him about him when everyone here saying that he should make the team. And no, this guy is doing something. So for me, I think that he deserved to make it on merit a long time now, maybe 2 windows now. But at the same time, it's hard to put him in now, because you're going to only set him up to fail. Because as soon as someone doesn't perform, it's going to be ride or die instant, because it's a tough period. And when he had the time to get gelled, because he doesn't have any paperwork problem or nothing, we never selected him, and he was performing. All right, so that's my question to ask. Does the lacking ability to do their job actually cost the team at all points? Let me know. For me, I am saying 1000% yes. Yes. JD, how Stuart ball control? It was really bad at one point. The game that he played against Canada, that he got called in. Be honest, remember people said that was Leon Bailey's worst game he played, you know. You understand me? I think it was just a rough game for a lot of people on that day. Yes, I think that he's much better. He's a much better player today, in my opinion, when I've watched him. Remember, I've even reshared a goal, and we were talking about how he got white and stuff. I've even reshared a goal of him scoring. His touches look better. Remember, you know, guys, he's a professional footballer, and he's working with people that has time to work with him. And I've always said to you, most of the times, a lot of these, because the handlers for a lot of players inside Jamaica are kind of egotistic or desperate for money. They tend to sell the ballers into places that they can't be successful, because nobody will spend the time with them, and they are not at any level in football life. You understand me? So when someone would take the time, and he got caught in that same trap, you know. You understand me? The good thing is they moved him out very fast, and found places where he deserved, that's his level. So people will take time with him. So I do believe that he's improving as a footballer. I would not say that he's at the highest ilk. That's not true. But he's much better than a much better version of himself. And I want to tell you that I think he's still at this point, for me as a striker, I would still pick him over Kaim Dixon and Warner Brown. I would still pick him over both of them. You know, because if I'm going to use a target striker, he's not going to be bullied off the ball as Warner Brown. Warner Brown got bullied off the ball, so we saw that Warner Brown, he has good energy. I like his style, but he ain't better than Stuart. He ain't better than Stuart. Maybe in the fluidity department, you could say that he had a little bit more value, but strength, link up play, I think Warner Brown ain't better than him at all. No. He's much stronger and fit better for the Concacaf region. I know people might push back because of recency bias, but for me, I think that he is better for this region. But obviously, he never got that game time. Nobody looked in his direction, and that is a shocking thing. These are Jamaican-born players. So why is it that they've gotten pushed aside, even performing worldwide? You know? Yes. But all right, so if you curse bad words in the chat, you're gonna be timed out, because it's out of respect. All right, yes. So if you can't learn to speak properly without disrespecting people, you can't be here. All right, this is not the place for you. Rati JD still talking about Jamaica football. Big up yourself, man of God. I've not been here for a while, but we have to discuss it because it looked like a very good transfer, you know. And obviously they found some value in him. And I was telling you guys early on, not just me. I think Marlon came here and talked highly of him as well. You know how he's improving, and people inside the chat talked highly of him. So clearly the other people saw it just the same as we saw it and decide that they're going to spend more money on one player than all players left out of the JPL for the last 4 years combined. He's not good. He's garbage according to you, but his transfer almost everybody in the JPL put together combined. And they are educated football coaches, but they decide that they're going to spend that money on that kid. So before you get angry in life, have you tried to check other ways of looking at things? You understand me? Because obviously, people that I know is more educated than you, Mr. Smurf, would felt the need to go out there and spend the money on the kid. And we assessing the player playing, and we are saying that the player might be improving and would have deserved a call up. But all it's doing is it's only showing us that we are evaluating the football properly, and maybe you just don't know football. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you just don't know football. But congratulations to Stuart. Keep it up. Don't follow the naysayers. You went the right road, which is you went to lower levels to learn it, to come back to a good level. Maccabi Haifa ain't a small club; it's a big worldwide club, and still maybe one of the biggest clubs. A reggae boy since maybe next 3 years or so, aside from Whisper, and Whisper only went to U21. So this is one of the biggest moves I would say that happened for a reggae boy for the last. This is just pretty much one of the biggest moves. So I'm surprising that people fighting down the kid rather than congratulating the kid, because this is something good. Kush said up and running. JD, let's go. Big up. Thanks for being here. It's a very good move for me, and it only can make him be better. If he could just do something reasonable of 8 to 15 goals, that can propel him into a easy 5 million. That can propel him to the Shamar Nicholson bracket. Demo, King move is nowhere near to this move. Demo, can you just stop, my brother? All right. Yes, Demo, you're too sensible to always just be what you call it, dramatic, No, King move is not even 5% of this move, my brother. All right. Yes, don't let anybody fool you. Demo, don't let anybody fool you. This is the biggest move from a JPL player within the last 10 years, if not more as well. And what am I talking about? This is the biggest move from a JPL player for the last because Cephas might get a move that's coming close to $1 million. What's it next one? Kaim Paris almost got $1 million move as well, 900 and something thousand as well. So this is the biggest move. This is the biggest move for a while, brother. Stop your foolishness, Demo. These guys are all bigger move. Kaim Paris, him, Cephas. Maccabi Haifa them play Champions League as well. It is possible for them to play Champions League as well. Yeah, so it doesn't matter about Demo. This is one of the biggest moves from a JPL player within the last 10 years. Yes, I think Cephas move alone can top this move. St. Marion cannot even clean Maccabi Haifa toenail. Demo, I don't even know if know what Maccabi Haifa. Maccabi Haifa is a top club. Demo, St. Marion is a Baccabush club. Stop the foolishness, my brother. What are you talking about, Demo? Maccabi Haifa had even cheered them, big boss. Demo, stop. Maccabi Haifa, the amount of players, top players in the world play for Maccabi Haifa, can be rival with all the mid-tier teams them in Europe. Even more than some mid-tier teams in the Premier League. All right, so like teams like from 10th down to 20th, Maccabi Haifa can rival with them like name players. Yes, they have gotten a lot of name players to play for them over the years, Demo. So, Demo, they are a top club. They are a top club. I am surprised that he got this move. That's why I have to make sure I just put it in and just say the truth. This is a top move. Big boss, this is a top move, Demo. Big up Dockland Stenit. Moves in terms of club, not price. No, Shavan Givens, price and club. Price and club. Maccabi Haifa is a bigger move. And this is a bigger move than King move. I don't even think it's close. All right? Demo, please. You're talking to the football guru. Maccabi Haifa and St. Mirren is not even the same conversation. All right? I know them, but that was Europe and conference. Yeah, but yes, Demo, it's a bigger move for Jamaica as well, Demo. It's just because they're not listening to me. I am telling you, St. Mirren is not even in the same shoes as Maccabi Haifa. It's not true, Demo. Don't let anybody fool you. Maccabi Haifa is a top team. Yes, believe me, man. Believe me, Demo. It's a top team. And if he does well there, Demo, he might be one of the highest rated Jamaican born players very soon. And now you're going to know about what market value does. Remember, click me here, Demo, because I like to tell people to click me when I know that they are making some outrageous statements. Yes, I can't believe Demo put St. Mirren and why the Jamaican cocoa juice anywhere it swings. People really thinks even seeing human beings start just say things because Demo is a full seeing human beings, but he really believed in the propaganda. All right. Demo really believe in the propaganda. So you're saying it's impossible for St. Mirren to get to Champions League? Demo, they could have gotten to Champions League space. They're still not bigger than Maccabi Haifa. That's what I've just said, Demo. And I'm not asking you. I'm telling you this is a way bigger move. This is a 5-time bigger move than any St. Mirren move. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not asking you. I am impressed with this 1000%. All right. Yes. My God. All right. All right. So Dockland said Maccabees sound like a team from the Bible. Blessings, JD. Hadn't checked into the space, but I've not been here for a while. You know. Maccabee are regulars in Europe competition. Yes, I know, but it surprised me. Demo talking like that. I can't believe Demo talking down Maccabi Haifa. This is drugs level talk, you know, people. This is high level drugs talk, you know, man. My God, I can't believe this. Demo, I know you as a Dockland, talk to Demo, please. Hold him on a corner and talk to him. No, don't hold him around no corner. Just speak to him now, man. Bless up full up management. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Not impossible, but highly unlikely. St. Mirren. I think Demo have not watched St. Mirren. I don't think Demo have watched St. Mirren. To even say those things, you know. Yes, I think Demo, please go and watch the team 2 times. Just watch it 2 times, and maybe you will come here and talk a different thing, and you realize. No, I made sure to correct myself and said, don't hold him on a corner, Dockland. Yes, I made sure to say so. Don't hold him around a corner. All right, Demo have to talk down Stuart and in order to have King elevated. Okay, but. No, Demo is not like that, and that's why I can't believe that. Because Demo watches football. Demo, he might be in the stable of people that don't watch football, but he watches football. I know that because me and him here for a long time. No man can't hold me. I made sure to correct myself, Demo. I made sure to correct myself. I never said anybody will. I never wanted anybody to hold you. No, I never wanted anybody to hold you around in the corner, Demo. Sorry about that, big boss. But people. This should have been a big conversation. This should have been a 50 times more high-profile conversation than King leaving to Scotland. All right, people? This is a big deal, but this is what if this is not as big as King moving to Scotland, it tells me how much people don't know about football in Jamaica. That's what it tells me. All right. Marlon said, JD, St. Marion doesn't even should be compared with any of the IFA club, Tel Aviv club, only Rangers and Celtic. But no, that's what, Marlon, that's what it tells me. It's just what propaganda sells in Jamaica people believes. Because I can't believe these garbage statements. This is madness. You understand me? Sorry about me talking about the garbage part. Let me exclude that. But it's not a comparison, people. It's not a comparison. This should be a headline in Jamaica and a headline for a big while. This is a big deal. Listen to me, people. This is not a comparison. This is a big deal. But for some reason, because maybe he's not under the propaganda banner, we tend to think different. You okay? Yes, so let me enlighten people. That's what you see why I need me in the space, people. Because if I wasn't in the space, Dima would have thought that this is a joke conversation. You understand me? Yes, that's why I'm needed, people. So I took a break, you know. I am needed blood. All right, yeah, man. Stuart got a move to Maccabi Haifa, and it's a big move, but it has surprised me. People disrespecting him in the stream, and I'm giving him all the praise. They don't even they are not even looking at my face, how shocked I am. You know? This is a big move, people. We need to champion these players that's doing these things. I know that because he's not from Cavaliers, and he might not be in the last team, and the JFF not, you know, is not a... No, this is a super deal. People, this is a big deal. It's proved to me that what I was saying is correct. If they do take the best pathway, they can reach places. You understand me? I wouldn't have thought anything, boss. Laugh out loud. I was just asking, okay, no, man, you came in stating definitive things. I'm saying, like, you know, no, this is just, it just shows me that if Jamaica, I think the problem is, and that's why it's good for people like myself to move outside of Jamaica, because I think everything we do, we try to box ourselves in it, so we can keep ourselves to the same level. You understand me? And I know Demon should have known that Maccabi Haifa is a big deal. A big deal. No Scottish, only top level Scottish team alone can compete with Maccabi Haifa on the field and off the field. All right? Yes. That is just a fact. All right? Yes. So I've never checked. So let me not talk as if like I've checked how big it is in Jamaica. You understand me? Yes. Maybe because him couldn't control a ball. Well, I guess he learned to control a ball. People had time to work with him, and he did good. And we were here telling you that the guy is improving. But clearly, Huno in the chat or the federation just never checked the player. You understand me? Yes, but I'm hoping that me talking about him now might put some more light back on the player. I thought that he should have made the last roster over Dixon and Brown. He should have made the last squad over both of them. We said that live, so you can go back to those videos. We said that live. And this is only giving us more credibility. All right? Yes. JD, I'm very proud of Stuart. The brainless one said he was a failure in the Syria. But to see him move to a massive Israel club. Facts. Yeah. Yes, he should be over Dixon. Dixon and Brown, he should be over. He was better playing than the whole of them for the entire year. Alright, it's not a conversation. Unless you're going to say Dixon should make it as a winger. But we had better wingers in the team, are up for selection in the team. So Dixon nor Brown should make it over him. I think he was playing at a higher level than both of them. And should be respected as such, in my opinion. You know? Damien Dash, I don't know nothing about those things. Last time we saw Stuart for Jamaica, he came off at halftime. Yes, that was against Canada. That was against Canada. Yes. It's very good, people. So that is Stuart. I gave Stuart 38 minutes. 38 minutes. It's a big deal, people. All right. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. All right. It's a big deal. So let me move on to the other players. We had other players. The other players, because we had John Morrow Calvin. We heard that he might be on a move as well. All right. He's an Antigua and Barbuda player. Also for Jamaica as well. He always wanted to play for Jamaica. I think. And I thought he represented Jamaica once. Did he not make a Jamaica squad? And played once, right? In the little friendly, or they don't count that. He played for Antigua U20s and also Antigua once, national team once. But he never played for Jamaica in a friendly. Let me know. Let me know, people. But this is a good baller, you know. This is a good baller. Left wing, Cavaliers. And then we will move on to the next players, all right? But this is a player that I heard should be getting a move. 876, please. Stop lying on me, RR. I never picked on Dixon. I said 2 players. People, we need to learn to start to have some conversation. Just tough conversation. Just start the truth, and we just start the truth, and that's it. All right? I made sure to use 2 players. I never said Dixon alone. All right? All right, Leader came in and said it's a great move for Stuart. Okay, thank you very much, Leader. All right, provide me with this Calvo move. Did Calvo never made one of the Jamaican squad when we played Trinidad twice? Okay, yes, he did because I knew that I covered him playing for Jamaica, but that match never capped him. That match never capped him. He's not captied. Yes, he played the friendly, but he's not captied, and it's not registered here. It's not registered, you know. So I don't know. It looks like that match never registered. None of those matches registered. Leader. So I don't think he's captied to Jamaica. He's still not captied to Jamaica. So they have him loaded as an Antigua player. He's still loaded as an Antigua player. So he's not captied to Jamaica. But he's a good player. He's a good player. I like him. I one of the players them that I can say that he has good control, good technique about him. I really like this player. Let me put it up here. So Calvin, he was rumored to be going to Scotland as well. Yeah. Scotland need as much players that has the ability or have the mindset of wanting to keep the football, because aside from the top elite teams in Scotland, I'm not impressed with the football at all. You know, the football RR still, of course, Dixon, most productive player. Call a next name, sir. Don't tell me about call a next name RR. I'm talking about football. Dixon is not playing better than Stuart. And if he came in the team as a striker, I would have picked Stuart above him. So vex if you want vex. I've called 2 names. I never take out the next name. You just want to sell propaganda for Dixon. Dixon not do nothing in football, brother. All right? The next man I do something in football, I need to be respected. And I'm not going to let you know, I want to not respect people. We're not going to respect the next youth. The youth when failed at Syria, which was a big move, then moved to a next club, and then did him damn job while the next man playing U21s. And Una tell me Una love him. Una tell me Una love man. So Una seems to love this player more than anything else. Alright? Trevor did good things, and he should have been in a damn team and deserve respect. Me not care what you want to say. Vex if you want vex. Let me don't talk. Alright? Yes. All right, so for me, the Scottish lower division teams are horrible at football. So as much of the Jamaican playing players that are good with technical ability goes there, I think at the lower level it's good, because I think that they will work on them. Because that's the way they want to go. That's the direction most of these teams like St. Marine trying to go. They just don't have the players them. They play big, wide, long football. All right? Yes, obviously, it will suit the Jamaicans now, but I think where they're trying to go, because I've listened to some of their like head bases, and that's how they're speaking, like they want to evolve the clubs, and the clubs, majority of them. So any move that these guys do get is going to work out good for them, because especially if you're a technical footballer, or you're striving to be a technical footballer, I think it's good, because it's the right time. All of these teams are transitioning into more passing football than the big long kicks. If you watch St. Mirren this week, they have not changed overs yet, so don't get me wrong, they have not changed over yet, but I've heard them, and that's how they spoke, the direction they're trying to go. So players like King and all those players that wants to pass the football might go into a good system for the next 2-3 years. Maybe not this year, but next 2-3 years. All right, JD, looks like we have a lot of people who likes to troll. Yes. Trivante would not be competing with Dixon. Yes, but Dixon comes in as a striker. That's why. Yes, so the match was unofficial. So thank you, Marlon. So Marlon said the match was unofficial, so that's why he was not capped. So he's still a Antigua player, but he has the eligibility to play for Jamaica. So leader, why you never know that, leader? I had to check the system, and Marlon know that. All right? Yes. Winston, that not have nothing to do with me, no. I never said. I don't think people listen to when I do speak, because Winston, I never said Dixon not gonna reach anywhere. It doesn't matter what. I don't care where he wants to reach in the future. I just said, based off this season, this man should have been in the team over those two players, Brown and Dixon. That's what I said, So I don't know why you not tell me for the future. Dixon playing good in the future can't get us to the World Cup. It's like we don't have too much feelings towards these players. I've just said something that is a present action, and you're fighting about for 50 years from now. What are you talking about? RR, I don't think you listen well. I can clearly say that you and Williams never listened one bit. You never understand what I've said. You never hear. You just hear the name, and then you try to start argue. Alright? You never hear nothing. Yes, 876, he was doing better than both of them. 876. But because you guys never watched the games, you never knew that. And we are asking why he can't get a look in. So I'm saying that him getting this big contract, that's a good statement to show that we are not watching the football. All right. Let's pit him and people. Me talking highly of the kid doesn't mean that he is the savior for Jamaica. Because remember, we have to understand that this is in context. Jamaica is not a big team. All right. They are not a big team. So we are not saying that he's going to save us against Mexico, United States, Canada. I'm just saying he's a footballer on the rise and maybe need to be respected, because you have other people that's getting picked and they ain't playing football at all. That's all I'm saying, which are all factual statements. So don't spin it. And if he goes, they do call him in and he doesn't do anything against a big team, he's a bad player. No, that's not how it works. Everything has context to it. You have to grade him with the other players them that plays his position as well. You know? You bias without reason. Your player is indisciplined, yet you promote him over a disciplined youth. Who I promoted at all. I think listening is a struggle for you. Listening, Williams, is a struggle for you, because you're not listening to what I am saying. You're just listening to yourself. All right? Because I'm not promoting nobody at all. God damn. I am not promoting nobody at all. I am just giving the youth his flowers, and we are saying that we called it that he's playing very good. And it's showing up that the JFF not doing nothing, and the coaching staff not doing nothing whatsoever by scouting and looking at what people doing. That's all. God damn. At least, now I understand why you guys support so much foolishness. Because when you build vibes, when you don't listen. Alright? I have not been out here to promote nobody and this and that. No, the youth get a good move. And I should not talk about it. I am going to be talking about it until your eyeball drop out. All right? Yes. All right, let me move on now. Let me move on. The show said transfers. The show says transfers. And I can't come on and talk about transfers. Are you real? So the show says transfers, and I can't talk about the biggest transfers that maybe came out of Jamaica for the last 10 years. I can't talk about the biggest transfer that came out of Jamaica for the last 10 years. Oh my God, this is unreal. So when you don't like somebody, it tells me, Leon Bailey's situation should have told me that I saw him stay. Leon Bailey's situation should have told me that I saw him stay now. Because he's a local, But once you take tea with that local, it's like, just like the people, All right. And Real Baller, big up yourself, said, happy. Yeah, man, I'm very happy. Yes, and I took 40 odd minutes of the show to give the youth his flowers. But appear haters turn up today. RR and Williams, big hater. All right, yes. Madly, Footer said, we want Norman Campbell in the team too. Yes. Some emotional man in the chat today. Yes, El Mexi, really emotional. Nothing else. No such. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah, yeah, man. JD, look at Kenroy Campbell this season in Serbia as well. Kenroy Campbell. But one second, we need to go to the great Busy, because they say that Hope JD is going to talk about Busy. So we're going to talk about somebody that they like. And the cult camp, which is Cavaliers. You have Demo and all them, man, because the cult camp now. So we're going to talk about the great Busy now, from the cult nation. All right? Busy Atkinson. Oh my God. So Dwayne Atkinson, the great Busy. All right. Yes. They said should be getting his contract. All right. So let me see. All right. So let me see the biggest news. All right. So update. All right. Dwayne Atkinson completed a transfer from Cavaliers to all right, Rodale's Land FC. All right, let me see. All right, so that's not even updated on none of my system here. So let me get this here to see what. All right, Rhodes Island FC. So USL Championships. Okay. All right, so Rhodes Island, let me see what they did the last time. Rhodes Island, after 16 games, they are in 10th position. All right. So Rhodes Island, Busy Atkinson. Okay, Dwayne Atkinson. All right, so according to I think it's not rumors anymore. I think they have said he completed a move to Rhodes Island. All right? Yes. Williams, I don't think you listened to me well. I think you have not. When you finish listening to this video, re-listen it again. And I promise you, you won't have the same reaction as to me talking now. All right? Yes. So based on and Mr. Leader said it has been completed. So Busy to Rhode Islands. What say you of that? It's a USL team. What say you guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me switch over because we have been here talking and I could have put it up on the screen a while now, but for some reason I've not done it. All right, so sorry about that, people. I've just got into the fights too early with RR and Williams, and they're still fighting even up to this point. So not updated as yet, but Busy Atkinson, they're saying at this point he has been completed to Rhodes Island, or Rhodes Island, in the USL. All right, 53 likes. 53 likes, 1 hour, 53 likes. Let me see. I think we might have more likes than that. Maybe it's when you log on. Let me see if it's 53 for real. Because, you know, we might not beg in the likes so hard. No, it's 72 likes. But people, get the likes up. You're here listening, so get the likes up. All right? Yes. Hope it's a stepping stone. We want to hear your thoughts. I do believe that the USL is better than the JPL. 100%, yes. And I don't think it has been closed as to what people kept saying. No, that's not true. USL is a very good level. I still be even MLS Pro. I think USL is above that as well. All right, because I think MLS Pro USL is above that, and MLS Pro players can just roll into USL, dominate it, and showcase that they can be dominant, and then move up to the MLS. So I could say that the person that talks about it as a stepping stone would be the best thing. Yeah, but Kush, if it's early morning, you know, it's the fact that I am always up there in views and likes, it tells us that people really like the program, you know, because I do this early morning when everyone's sleeping in Jamaica, but yet still amongst the biggest channels, you know, so that tells you. So for me, I think it's a good move. It's a CN move. It's a CN move because remember early on I've said about Stuart Field, because we already knew that he wasn't at the level of Italy, first division. So I think these are the moves that people from Jamaica should sensible pick. Running down money does not be the best outcome. Is not the best outcome for the kids. Majority of the times they are going to fail, just like how they have been failing for the whole 10 years before. Very few became successful because of poor management. Everybody trying to chase the next big contract. So I think this is the best move for the player, not necessarily the pocket of the owner of this player. You understand me? I think he can strive to higher heights because now someone will have time to invest in him and not expecting him to be kick on because he's 23. Moving from Jamaica, I don't expect him to go on and kick on instant. You understand me? Yeah, I think they are gonna do him like Kaim Dixon, show him the ropes. But the good thing about him, he already has experience in Concacaf, but still not good enough level to start off kicking off. I think he's going to start off slower, but it's not slower that he's a failure. It's slower because they want to invest in him. So sometimes we are always trying to reach the top fast and tumble down the hill. Not necessarily realizing to find the right path to get up the hill so you know how to get up the hill and be 100% successful. You understand me? Yes. So I think they're going to take their time with him and build him. And you saw before, players worked well in the USL, got moved outside the USL. The USL now, people stop using this and talk about USL is a road of no end. No. I saw players go to the USL, go to the MLS and move to Europe for 40 million and 30 million. That is just a way of failures finding excuses. He can go to the USL, kick on, get a move to the MLS, or go straight to Europe. We just saw our player that we don't pick left from the USL go straight into Europe. So what are we talking about? We should leave those. I think over the years we have made too much excuses for Jamaican-born players. All right. Flemings proved that you can move from the USL, go straight to Europe. And he moved to a club that was going straight into League 1. All right? So that tells you that it's an excuse. And we saw several other Americans did it and moved to Europe. So it's a step in. You can go there and build yourself as a footballer. So build yourself. It's a place that he could build himself as a footballer. All right. I think it's a good move. I actually think it's a good move. You get me? I think it's a good move. I think it's a very good move for him. And I've been here for years telling you, stop trying to take money for the players them. Stop selling the players them. Stop selling the players them. And you know that they're going to fail. These are the moves that I would say is a way more... Alright, this can be a success. A bigger success than Stuart going to Maccabi Haifa. You understand me? Because we clearly saw that Maccabi Haifa doesn't have any more strikers. So they might have to rely on Stuart faster. And maybe Stuart is not up to the level as yet. And they don't have any time to waste because it's already a prestigious type of club. You understand me? But here, they will have the time for this player to mold him. And obviously, he has good touches. He's a technical player. I've always said, I said I rate him, at present, I rate him over Dixie. I had said that, Not because I said he never did anything in the match. That's why you should know that I'm an honest person. Because I said he never did anything in the match. But I talk highly of Busy always. I said he was the MVP of the Concacaf. I said that. So I like the player. I just don't go over the top and just say it as what I've seen at the time, So I think it's a good move. I don't think he's bigger than this level. He's still young. So he has 1 or 2 more years to actually kick on and then can get a next move and see where it takes him, Yes, I like it. And the people don't overlook the USL because you have not watched any games in the USL. The USL have improved leaps and bounds. Believe me, their passing in the league improved because they're taking a lot of the MLS Pro kids them to put in the league. The league is way better than JPL. It's not even a comparison, people. I'm telling you. Don't sleep on it. It's way better than the JPL. I'm telling you. Some of those young teams with those 20-year-old will walk rings around the best team in the JPL. I'm telling you, even Mount Pleasant will get a good, solid 3 or 4 from some of these teams. Don't think it's an easy league. So he might go there and still don't get any game instant, and it's a next young kid of 20 years old on the bench are playing in front of him because they're getting MLS Next Pro players on a faster basis. Yes. Gmails, I'm not asking, I'm telling you, all right? So I'm just teaching you what's happening because you clearly don't know. I'm telling you, the USL is better than the MLS. Better than the JPL, and it's not even close. It's getting better and better year by year, and the JPL not getting better and better year by year. 1 or 2 teams looking better. Mount Pleasant looking better. Cavaliers not looking better. Cavaliers playing some terrible football. Just surrounding around winning. All right, but if you have watched Cavaliers, the football has not been impressive at all. I'm very surprised. I am more impressed with Mount Pleasant. I don't know if it's Tapa's doing, but Mount Pleasant football is way better than Cavaliers football. You understand me? Yes. Oh, JPL selling more ballers right now. JPL selling more ballers than who? Gmails? What kind of crap you talking, Gmails? Selling more ballers than who? This is where Jamaican conversation always get deluded. Selling more baller than who? Brother, you watch Jamaican stream, you talk about Jamaican football only. You don't know nothing about no other league, brother. Stop the foolishness, brother. Name a here. Brother, Gmails, let me just concentrate on the chat. The information. Because I just told this guy something of more than 35 ballers come into a league and this man attack garbage right after. Brother, stop the foolishness, man. What me could think like this? Like, what me could talk so definitive without no information? I've just told you that you might have a 20-year-old get game over him, and then you're going to tell me that wanna sell more ball. Brother, stop the man. Me just explain to you that you have 30, 40 players are come in and are come out every year. And you talk garbage, brother. Stop your foolishness, Dan. Me just tell you something. G-Mills always a fight for something. Me don't know what him a fight for. Because I'm talking highly of Jamaican players today. And you shift the goalposts to just be delusional. Mr. J said the JPL is getting better. I don't see it, blood. Mr. J, I don't see it. Mount Pleasant is definitely getting better. You know? All right, G-Mills. G-Mills, all right. Just keep on watching all the Jamaican things and think that Jamaica alone exists in our world. All right, yes. But people, if you're listening, don't believe G-Mills. Nothing that he just said is accurate. Nothing. Jamaica sells one player every 50 years. The USL rotate 100 players every actual window. So 200 players every actual season. It's not even a comparison. And it's something that he could have just typed in. But this is how G-Mills and him friend them talk. No facts to nothing at all. Just tell me say Jamaica great and done. When nothing was of that is true, you know. And then it's gonna be me a Jamaican hater. When all me just do is provide the facts. You know? I just said to the man that the MLS pro players them that are 1 million and 2 million market value, they are going there to get experience. They are going there to get experience. That's where they are targeting now because they all can't make the MLS teams. So they are going there and that's what making the teams them getting so good. And the man starts saying that the JPL selling more players than the USL. Jesus. All right, yes. Demo, he got to be trolling. He got to be trolling. Yes, I'm done with him, Demo. I'm done with him. Though. So yes, Montego Bay playing good football as well. Yeah. But not all of the teams not playing good for. I don't think the JPL is rising as fast as what it should be rising at, you know? Jesus. G-Mills, just stop. Just stop, G-Mills, stop. Everybody I tell us G-Mills, you don't know what you talk about. Just stop, my brother. Because what you're doing now is just try to come on my channel trying to set up people against me to say that I'm fighting against Jamaica because me going to tell the truth. Just stop my G-Mills, man. Me tell you saying you know correct. We are ship out 4 players. And them a sell $200 per season. And develop $200 per season. So every year the USL can just make the JPL in a good league. Every year they can just make the JPL in a good league by the quality of players coming through to get the experience. It's not a conversation. Devon said USL is way higher league than the MLS pros. USL is the second in the USA. Just like how the championship is the second league in England. Yes, Demo, me done with him. Demo, G-Mills have a whole lot of time out for that. Me done with him. A whole lot of time out. Can I set up my channel? A whole lot of time out, G-Mill. 1 minute. If you come back with any more foolishness talking, you get a 7 minutes time out. Go ahead. G-Mills, you're trouble. I watch USL on ESPN and it not even close. All right. Thank you, Jamaican Guna. All right. All right. So anyways, and why we said that about the league was to give Busy Atkinson credit to say that if he does well in the competition, we are going to laud him because we are watching the competition and we are evaluating it properly. You understand me? That was the reason for me to be talking about the league and its quality. But the man never even wanted me to finish speaking because he wanted it brushed his ego. You understand me? Yes. So good league, good team that he's going in to nurture him. And I want to see more of these moves so he can develop the players them at a higher level. Because some of the times these players are going to big clubs and they ain't going to get any game. They ain't going to get looked at because they have been brought or been sold as a ready package, which they are not. Busy is not a ready package, but he's a decent player at the JPL level and at the lower tier Concacaf level, which is the Caribbean level. All right? But let's see if he can move up into Concacaf now and do better. So that means he's going to be in the lower tier of the USA and the Costa Rica leagues them. So Costa Rica, even though the Costa Rica league is above the USL, but he will be in the range now. So if he can play in the USL and cut it properly, he can go to the Costa Rican league. You might can find a USL MLS team for him. So it's an opportunity for him to break through. You understand me? So for me, it's a good move. What say you guys? Let me know in the comment section. JD, why don't the JPL buy players from USL instead of recycling local players? I don't know. You know, because the USL players, one player might be more expensive than the entire JPL. And that's what they might realize. Real Ball said, JD, so now we can freely say best local players play overseas. King Dixon, Busy, Warner Brown, Calvin, all fly out. All right. Oh, Dockland, I did bought cases, you know. Dockland for the new phone, I got cases. All right, so Dockland, you can't tell me that I don't have any cases. Look, Dockland. I have multiple cases, Dockland, and I make sure I show you, know. So, Dockland, I have 3 new cases for it. All right? 1 came with the phone, so I have 4 new cases, Dockland. All right? I'm not going to be buying cases every week for you. All right? See, my old phone still have the case on it. All right, Dockland? All right? Yes, so Dockland, yeah. Let me get this. So, very good move for me, for Busy. Very, very good move. Yes, those are the moves that I want to see more of the Jamaican kids them getting, you know? All right. All right. Joke aside, where are the Phoenix superstars? Any of them transfer off the island? No. Gmail's back, you know. Thank you, JD. Just like our famous midfielder Maggie. Jamaican people don't like the truth and accountability, son of a style. But that's why we are here, you know. That's why people still wait until I do come, because these are old news, days old, you know, and I'm still here, you know. Dima talk. I have a question for JD. No, we don't have Sportsmax. How do you think it will affect future transfers? Everything is okay, Joe? Okay. Future transfers. Oh, is it? All right. Let me pull this one up for now, and then I will go into the question. Good question. All right. So Sportsmax. Sportsmax not being here. All right, so Sportsmax was had the television rights to most of the majority of the football in Jamaica, right? Is that correct? How will it affect transfers? I don't think it will affect transfers so much, because I don't know how much they were truly involved in transfers. Transfers were handled by clubs and agents. So I don't think it's going to affect transfers in any way, because the games will still be filmed. If that's the direction, or if a streaming direction, because that's what I was going to come to. Because for me, I try to analyze everything from different angles. So if it's streaming, others will come on board and do the streaming. I think so. They said it's a big league. Camera ain't that expensive, you know. So the JFF, I told them 2 years ago that they should invest in getting all. I wrote to them something how to make themselves successful. So this is the opportunity for the JFF to use. If they had followed my argument of 2 years ago, they would have maybe gotten 160 million by now. You understand me? So get in this part and just start filming the games and put them out, televise them. Buy a spot on the TVJ and use your platform. You have already collected people's $10 money. You just turn it into the games. You understand me? So there are several ways that they can it can be visible. Several ways it can be visible. You understand me? There is a space for it, and to be honest, anybody can turn this into success. I don't think it is a problem to be successful. Yeah. This is easy to sell, man. People already have affinity towards these players and the league. So it's not hard to sell. I just believe that Sportsmax was just an old way of thinking. They weren't as educated on the new module, on new model of technology. They were just not educated on that, and that was the biggest problem. They never really sold themselves to the new generation, And maybe maybe this is what JFF can capitalize on, but they need new people to do so. They need people that's educated in these fields, and the JFF can capitalize on this and turn it into something even bigger. Well, so I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. It's just somewhere for people to exploit. Because if I was in Jamaica, it wouldn't really take much problem. Because for 2 years I saw most of these things, and I'm loving that I documented it and gave it to Mr. Speed. So it tells, and I'm saying this publicly as well. So it tells how far my brain cell goes. Because I already thought that Sportsmax was failing Jamaica. Because that's what I wrote on. You get me? That's what I wrote on. So, and it was the same premise I've actually talked on. Like, they never really capitalized on what is new. They thought that maybe this would have been just a temporary blip. And it would have came back to their traditional ways. And I want to say that the way people consume information it's not the same, and it's not going back, because nobody wants to truly consume information. They want a vibes. So in order to give them information, you have to bring a vibes with it. You understand me? So yeah. So I think it's not going to be stalled. I think it's going to be fixed very fast. My opinion still. Where is Maggie for real? All right. The local YouTubers can step up into that market. Yeah, it is possible because it takes nothing to start. And if you have a vision, it can work. You understand me? But you have to have the ability. Triple E. You have to have the ability. You can't just go there and because you're everywhere, it's going to work. You have to have the ability. You have to properly assess it, and you have to be a part of the modern times. Yeah. But it can work, though. I don't think it's so impossible. No, I think from digital by Sportsmax, me delete it. I know it would turn a joke channel. All right. So that's the question. Came in good question, just the same. Yeah. But I think it's a perfect time for JFF to have a actual team. A team, because the coaches will always need footage to analyze. So it can serve two different damn purposes. Have a team, a television team, just like every other federation. Every other federation have a television, have a team of cameras and all of those stuffs. And they are out there scouting players. You understand me? So the JFF, you need to do that. It should be a norm. And you can use it and turn it into a money thing as well. Obviously. All right? But so now is the time, the perfect time for you to do it. It's very, very simple. If you want to rent out the cameras them and let people give you back the footage and then they give you a part of the revenue, it is the right time. Don't let someone else come and take over Jamaican football. All right? Don't let someone else come and take over Jamaican football. But knowing you guys just doesn't have the knowledge of nothing at all. And that's why my problem is they keep giving people jobs that are not qualified for nothing. You understand me? Because all of these things, are very, very easy things to put in place, if you have a federation, You understand me? And they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. It's someone else. They're going to look to try put on board. Just watch. But JFF is the right time for JFF to get all of that and put in place. And remember, guys, click me here. I've been telling them 2 years ago that's what they should have done. 2 years ago. And believe me, someone else will come on board and take it over. All right? All right. So let me yeah, it's not that complicated. Guna says, no, it's not that complicated. Obviously, the longer plan might be slightly complicated, but to put something in action now and get everything running and collect data and take football serious, it's not hard. You understand me? They have enough money. If you have to write up to FIFA and explain the plan, what you want to put in place, it's not hard either, because that's the money. That's what you should have been using the money for. So. And at the same time, it's growing affinity for the fan base. You understand me? So people getting acquainted with the players, them getting to know the players, them keeping up with everything. So it's a win-win. It's a big win-win. So people that's around, you can pass that to the JFF now. They don't have to pay for that idea. That's free. Let me move on now. Let me move on. So we have Oldgate moved. Let me pull up Mr. Oldgate's move. All right. Because all right. So Garafa SC signs Jamaican Mason Oldgate. So Mason Oldgate. So Mason Oldgate, guys. What you make of this move? So former Everton Mason Oldgate has completed a shocked move to Qatari club Al Gharafa. The 20-year-old has ended his decade-long stay at Merseyside and joined the Qatar Stars League side as a free agent. So it was a free agent move. So he never had a club. All right, he never had a club. He ran out of contract and got signed. Whoo! 4K camera, 2 mics, and then bingo. Yeah. That's it's easy to start, and then you write a model around that, and it's success. I'm telling you, people, you just need believe me. Some of these things that they're telling you, and that's what I'm telling you, people. On these boards, you need outside people, because the inner the box people, they have a limited thinking, and everything seems impossible for them, and it's not impossible. All right, so Mason Oldgate we're talking about now, people. Mason Oldgate. Oh, you guys look at this move. Oh, you guys look at this move. Mason Oldgate. People, I wonder if Oldgate's move is because he played for Jamaica. No, that not really. Because then why the other players, Shane, that plays for Jamaica, not moving to these places like power move and money and big money transfers and stuff. Because if it's because he played for Jamaica, if you're talking in the sense of Jamaica gave him that buzz, that means the buzz should have worked for everyone. But if it's the other side, Yeah. For me, I am not sure. I know that the FIFA Club World Cup showed that all of these leagues are improving, so we should not take them lightly. I am still not really glad to give in to these moves, especially people that's inside England already. And he had a good season, so he would have gotten another championship club, if not a Premier League club. So he was doing good enough to put eyeballs on himself in the championship. That's what I'm talking about. Marlon said it's good level for Mason Oldgate to go in. The Qatar Star League, JD, championship can't afford his salary. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if he waited, I think he might would have gotten a Premier League club, in my opinion, Yeah, if people say it's for money, like what Jamaican Guna says, I cannot say it's not for money, because I do believe that he had more in his legs. He had more in his legs, in my opinion. He could have offered way more to a championship club or a Premier League club. I think he's still Premier League level. That's what we're seeing. He's still Premier League level. But maybe the moves never came, so that's why he took this one. And it's okay. It's okay if he goes that direction. But I am not so happy with this one, I am still kind of, But let's see how it works out. Because in a year's time, he can just easily well come back to England. So maybe it's a division that he can keep himself up in a good good stead, and then he could make a move back to England. Yeah, because we saw those things happening or elsewhere as well. But I think he could help a lot of teams around the world at higher level. In my opinion, Marlon said Woolgate had championship offers, but he didn't take up the option. Yeah, because he was playing good. So I want to say that Premier League teams would have came in for him, because he's experienced in the Premier League, and also he played well this season, Obviously, in the end, he had an injury, I think a toe injury that he had to do a surgery on. But at the same time, yeah. So the move, I would say that I would give the move a C. I can't give it an A because I know that he's playing better level football, in my opinion. And yeah, but if like what you guys said, Bailey had to move for the dough, So if the man wants to move and it's a good level and it's for the dough, it's okay, all right, because you guys said it was okay for Chippy, so why it should not be okay for him? Take the money and do your thing, The older you get, you go for the cash. Gray did that. No, Gray wasn't old. Gray is still young. Gray went way too early, And Oldgate was actually the most expensive player in the championship last season. Yeah, all right. I'm just hoping that his level stays, because he was really getting better in the Jamaica team, And to be honest, I started to hear people saying that he's one of our better centre backs. At first they had said that he shouldn't have been playing, and then right after they're saying that he is one of the best in the Jamaica national team. So with that said, I'm hoping that he keeps the same levels going, But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him to keep that that level. All right. All right. I'm going to miss that one. It's payday. Move for 2 years. I don't see him extending his time there. Okay. So you're going to do it from 28 to 30, 31. And then move after back to this league. Oh my God. So people just go in there to taste some money and come back. Oh my God. That is good. All right. So guys, Jamaica national team players has a very, very good window. Players moving all over the places. Some of them that weren't getting playing time got moves, so that can really up their time. I'm waiting on Cephas one, because they said Cephas opted out of his contract, so he wasn't with a club, and they're waiting on the one from Poland to be finalized. So I'm still um, all right. So let me see. Okay, so it's still not finalized. All right, because they said he was going to sign with a Polish club. So I'm still waiting on that one to see how much money it's going to cost to get him there. But everyone making some good moves. So let's see. So Sifa still remains without a club. We are sell like hotcakes. Okay. As long as King gone, Europe. Okay, god damn. There is 20-year-old keeper in the MLS. Yeah. Marlon sent that to me the other day, and I should have watched him. Extra. I have not gotten that chance, so I'm going to do so. All right. Dockland said it's a great move for Oldgate. Oh, I'm not so. And I've said the same for Leon. When you join football for the history, I know that people love to say, oh, JD, but it's just one injury away. Brother, you say it's not still one injury away for everything. Any work you go to, it's one injury away from you to keeping that job. If you're working on a site, it's one injury away for you to keep a job. All right, because if you meet an accident, God forbid, you can't work your legs, you can't work on the site anymore. You understand me? So majority of your professions is one injury away, just the same. But you always aspire to be as great as possible in your profession. Not necessarily just money. So I'm surprised that people took that stance on it. Yeah. So JD, like some players got transferred from JPL, how do you think that impact the national team and quota? God damn, what a good question. JD, the man was out of contract. Yes, but Dockland, I know that he could have just walked into an ex-championship team. So that wasn't a problem, JD, what do you think about Warner Brown going to Mount Pleasant? It's still good for him. You will learn something down there, But I would want him to come out of the country still. But any place in Jamaica that I would be comfortable of him going, would be Mount Pleasant, because I think Mount Pleasant is doing something ridiculous. They're really teaching people inside. I think one of the first football, no, I would say back in the days, Portmore United from 06 to 011, that was another team. Harborview back then usually truly teach these kids. I don't know where the education gone. I can't understand this. These clubs are getting old and education leaving them. I don't know where the education gone. But Harborview, Portmore United at one point, they're all teaching people. But now I can tell you that Mount Pleasant is on a different tier. Mount Pleasant teaching football like no other ever did in Jamaica. I think at some point you're going to have Mount Pleasant. When players go to Mount Pleasant, you're looking at it like a USL club. So I think Mount Pleasant might be the first USL type level club inside Jamaica. Yes. And they're striving to be even better. Like they want an automated system inside the country. I saw them getting all the analysis and stuff. Yes. It's gonna get very, very good very damaging for a lot of other teams that ain't doing anything. You understand me? Yes. Mount Pleasant is gonna dominate Jamaica, even though they have been dominating Jamaica for the last 5 years. you know. But obviously they have not gotten all the trophies. But I'm telling you, they're going to dominate for the next 5 years and win every trophy as well. I think Mount Pleasant winning every trophy for the next 5 years. Yes, because they have been dominant, you know, for the last 5 years, you know. They just don't collect all the trophies. So that's why people don't see that they are dominant. Because they are in all of the finals and they are dominating the league format. So it's just one step for them. And they have still won as well. So they have the repetition is there, you know. Not everybody can make history. Some want a family legacy. Okay, all right. That is why you have clause in your contract to project you as a player if you get injured. All right. Not okay. Cavaliers have a bag of money now, so let's see. No. They are not going to buy anybody just the same. Their leader is going to go around try to find any player that has any good name in Jamaica, and Mr. Spade believe that he can pick anybody and win the JPL. So he's not going to buy anybody unless he's a Suriname player. He's going to try and raid Surinamese now. Dominated? Yes, they have dominated. So over the last 5 years, how much times they have topped the league and won it over the last 5 years. So if they have topped the league 4 out of the 5 times and won it 2 times out of the 5 times, the entire thing, that is not dominant, Demo? Okay, Duckland said, from your sign the money contract, you're good. All right, I'm learning how you guys think, you know. But for me, I'm a little bit different in my thinking right there, you know. Mount Pleasant should / need to dominate the Caribbean. Yes, they need to really. I would say the Caribbean, they have not dominated. All right, so this is a very hot take. Hot take here. Mount Pleasant have been more dominant in Jamaica than Cavaliers. Because you have to look at how much games these mans are winning. Because that's all anything you talk about dominant in, you're not saying, oh, you know what, I'm going to win 13 games, come 6th, and then win 4 games. So I win 20 games and win the title. And then, man, over here, win 35 games every year, and then in total. Not saying that is the exact figure. I'm just showing you something. And then you're gonna say the next team is more dominant? No. That sounds like Liverpool that went and won. Liverpool would have let me find something. That would have sounded like Leicester City. Found a way. No, that still wouldn't work. No, that would have sounded that Leicester City would have won the FA Cup every year, because what they did, you know, that's why I said this shouldn't be a format. This shouldn't be a format because it's kind of dumb. You know, it's kind of dumb. That's not how the league works. People can play. No, but Mr. Spade made this speech, you know. Oh, because he loves the true word, you know. He loves the true word. So maybe he's watching my stream and threw me a body mouth and I give Mount Pleasant all the credit. Hear him on an interview after the man won the league, you know. Hear him, no? Some people talk about the league format and how dominant Mount Pleasant is. But if that was the format, we would have won it just the same. You guys believe that he said it after he won the lucky finals that he got dominated in, which he got dominated in the semi-finals, everything, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. He got dominated in all of the games, them. But you hear his ego, people. Nobody believes him. If it's a league format. He's not beating Mount Pleasant none of the years. Believe me. It's not true. Because he's trying to say as if... You can go watch interview. You can watch interview for yourself. Demo, stop talking different from what I'm saying. I'm arguing his point. Him say, like he's trying to downplay Mount Pleasant, because the whole interview was to downplay Mount Pleasant. Oh, the poor guy won. So people who don't have no problem with these statements the man making. I don't believe. It's madness. We can give him credit. We can congratulate him. But if it was a league format, he ain't winning, people. Stop the foolishness. All right? He would play different. Oh, my. All right, you know what? I told you, Demo upon the campaign of Mr. Speed now, All right? So he believes Mr. Speed now. I don't believe him. I think Mount Pleasant is just better. Better overall. All right? Yes. It comes down to if they create 500 chances, because every game that they played, they were the better team. Every game, win or lose against Cavaliers, every game out of the last 9 games they have played, they are the better team. Every game. Every single game. League game, outside league game, on top of the road, every game. Every game, Cavaliers sit back. Every game they sit back. I am surprised that Demo not talking like reason thing, logical. he would play different. He would no. If he plays different, he ain't gonna qualify. Believe me, it's gonna end worse. JD Cavaliers has one still. The only one still playing transition football. You know, I think Demo not what. I think Demo is just going off the propaganda rather than watching the games. Because I can say that here because I've watched these games over and over. Yes, I think we ain't evaluating the things so good, and we're hyping up people that and we might need to be giving the credit to other people as well. Because we beat Tapa. We beat Tapa, but I can say that Tapa play better football, and you can't tell me that it's because he has the players. He has to send the players out there to do it. I want to say Tapa playing better football than Mr. Speed. Yeah, but Demo, if you were watching the games, you would not say that, Demo. I want to say, we can't know who would win, because Speed a win. Okay, so Laban says, no, but it's a statement that he made. Like he wants to don't play. He won it and still want to don't play Mount Pleasant winning the league format. You understand me? Yes. And I never respected that because you won, take your winnings and go away. But because you heard the man tell us, boy, Mount Pleasant did so much and never won the game, you felt offended, like you won it and never got the success. Like you never got the feeling that you won it. I don't know why, but people go and watch that interview. Watch that interview from Speed. It's very telling about Mr. Speed. It's very telling about Mr. Speed. Cavaliers won 2 straight finals. You can't win a league format and that doesn't exist. Demo, do you get a trophy for the league? The JPL man, do you get a trophy for the league? Because Demo said the league format doesn't exist. Demo, can you argue with me now? Do they give out something for the winning of the league format? Marlon, because I heard that they gave trophy for the league format, right? So if you gave a trophy for the league format, that means it exists, Demo. Hold on, I'm waiting for Marlon to confirm that because Gmail said just money. Let me hear, because I heard that they got something for the league format. No, Laban, listen to him, man. Listen to him. Anytime him big up Mount Pleasant is for hype up himself. Believe me. No, you don't get anything. No, that's not true. I want to see JD turn down a big money job because he believes in his computer legacy. Demo, relax, Demo. You will hear. Let me hear from Marlon them. Yeah. You get the title when you win the chip. All right. Hold on. We will hear. All right. So people, let me know if we get something for the league format. When you win, finish at the top, if you get something. All right. Yes. Because Dima said they don't get nothing at all. All right. Which I know that is not the case. I know that's not the case. So I will find out exactly what you do get to finish at the top. All right. All right. So yes. All right. So for instance, take here, Duckland. So people can just play for the next round. So there's no way we can judge it fairly. But Demo, you talk, you didn't even get the answers yet. I'm waiting on Marlon and these ones that's in the JPL to tell me. All right, because I heard that we get something. So just hold on, Demo. You're not sure as yet. So hold on. All right. All right. So, because you just want to fight. You wanted to drink Mr. Spade's cocoa juice. I know you don't know the answer. I'm waiting on other people to confirm. Visit to the USL. Did you see? Yeah, I did. People, I just didn't put any title. All right, you know me. I'm trying to avoid views. I'm trying to avoid views and see and trying to seek more seeing reasoning. Something that Duckland will never do. You know, because Duckland say him have to chase the money at all times. You know. But I wanted to have a seeing reason, so that's why I put transfers, and never put anybody else in it. I could have easily put up Trivante and everybody that I'm going to talk on, but I just put nobody at all, and I put the transfer only. You know that I know that people from my channel directly will turn up and we can have the conversation. Oh, can you play better and lose? White Hard? What do you mean you can't? White Hard Radio? You know, Black Heart Radio. Sorry. Oh, you mean you can't play better and lose? Black Heart Radio, leave football alone. The man said, oh, can you play better and lose? So, Black Heart Radio, how much games you have watched? I said, Demo, I don't know what they have gotten. All right? I don't know if it's a trophy, shield, or money, or whatever, but I heard that they got something. I think it was last year. I'm not sure which conversation I had here, but I will try to get the answer to it. White Hart Radio, you can play very, very much better. You can dominate a game and still lose it. JD, I thought you know football better than that. Or can you say Mount Pleasant playing better and lose so often? No, because I've watched the game. I've watched the games, Duckland. And almost every game that I've seen Mount Pleasant played, Cavaliers, they have, look, all right, what we describe as, what is football? Football is defense, offense, right? Creation, right? So, how good you defend and how much chances you create. The finishing is up to the finishers, because if you create the clear chance and the finisher don't finish it, it doesn't tell you that that has nothing to do with how good your team plays. If a man missed a chance, that has nothing to do with how good your team plays. How good your team plays has a lot to do with more how you build up and keep your shape. Those are the two things. Because I can put the striker right in front of the goal. I can't tell him not how to put the ball in the damn goal. If he doesn't put the ball in the goal, I feel problems that. Alright? But if I created 10 opportunity by my setup, I have dominated that game. Alright? And if it's 10-1 opportunity, that means one team dominated the game. Come on, man. Alright? Come on. We have seen multiple times City dominate games and still lost. I've seen Crystal Palace have one chance in a game and City have create 50 chances and lose the game. And everybody, including the player that scores and win the game, know that City was the better team on the day. So, what you mean you can't be the better team and lose? So you can be the better team and lose, man. You can be the better team and lose. That shouldn't even be a conversation. That is just easy. All right, look. Arsenal, Barcelona that other day. You saw Arsenal had to deploy a strategic way. You saw PSG, Chelsea the other day. They have to play PSG how they played Manchester City because they knew that they would have lost possession. Not really. The game is to score. Jesus God. Why Dima wants a drink Mr. Speed Juice? I don't know who said that, you know. I can't wait for JD to give me a public apology. And what? And what? I said I'm going to try and get the information. Jesus God. Demo, you have a oh my God. Alright, so people of the JPL ilk text me for the information. Because Demo want me to apologize to him. So I said I'm gonna wait on the people to send me the information. But I'm telling you the information and you don't want. So why? But I can get it from the people I'm inside. So I will just get when I'm done. And then the next stream I will come and tell you. Don't. All right. The reason why I don't want to take your information as yo, that is it. Because he came in tell me about Scotland, little tiny team, big kickaway team. Maccabi Haifa and on them level. You know, so it's hard for me to take you serious from that, you know. Yeah, so I believe you, but I said I'm gonna get a second opinion, all right? Okay. Spade is tactical. He doesn't want to top the league. No, no, no. Demo, I'm watching football too as well, Demo. And you can't fool me. All right? No. The man just survives some of those games and that's it. Stop about tactical and no, no, no. Man just survive some of those games. Just put 50 man behind the ball and said he's not attacking. What is the objective is to win the game, to create as much chances, to make sure you win the game. So if my striker did not finish none of the 10 chances that I've created, and I've dominated the position, and you created one chance and win the game, how can you come and tell me that you're better? Brother, I don't... White Art Radio, nobody in the world, aside from maybe some people you can find, I don't know who can believe you, but nobody believes you. If you win a game by creating one chance and win the game and next man miss 50 chances and dominate the play, there's no way they're going to tell you, say, you're the better team. It's not true. Not true. Everybody that plays football went to coaching. It's not true. You're not going to come off the better team. All right, you win the game, but that is as far as it goes. All right, you just want to move the goalpost because you join the cult masses. You know, you guys join the cult masses and you just want to say something. It's not true. You can be the better team and lost the damn game. You have seen Brentford defeated Manchester City, not being the better team. You have Ethan Pino clearing 700,000 balls. And they still got 55 chances. And they had one. Mboma have one chance and score. Ivan Toney have one chance and score. But they have missed 50 chances. Clear chances. And they have even scored half of a chance that is not a clear chance. You can't tell me that you're the best team right there. Alright? Winning doesn't makes you the better team. It just meant you are more clinical. Yes, because you got the one. Kemar, me no know. I think that they just try to find ways to frustrate me because I can't believe that this is even an argument. All right, you know what? You guys, Jamaica's the best coaches, and open to win every game. All right, open to dominate every game by just winning the games. All right, that's all they can't reach nowhere because you know what that does? That tells oh, we should set up and I know not about football and just go out there and try win. So block the part and try kick a ball long and try win, and then you win 1% out of the 100, and then all of a sudden you realize that you can't top the leagues. I know, ironic. The football that Cavalier plays, they're not top in the league with it. But the next team that created more chances top in the league because they have control of the play and they dominate majority of the games. And that's how they top the league because consistency give you a better avenue to success. All right? But it's okay. Chelsea's world champ. All right? All right. In knockout, a solid defense is the key to win. That's true. That's true. That's true. All right. So people, I should have done something with Africans for but I'm a little bit tired, man. But maybe that's not 9 o'clock for Africans. So people, that was the transfer rundown. Thanks all you lovely people that checked in. Massive, massive respect. All right. We burned on the building for a little while. I've been off for a little while, because we have things to do, I have a lot of work to do. So maybe I won't come on tomorrow. But I might still come on tomorrow on my next channel for Nigeria. Nigeria should be playing Zambia. So I should be available for that one. Let me see Nigeria. Let me see if it's tomorrow. Should be tomorrow. Yes, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow for Nigeria. All right. So maybe I have to do the one with Africans, but I'm a little bit tired, man. Yeah. Big up yourself, Lansley. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So tomorrow I should have Zambia, Nigeria, and I want to do another African games. Another African game. Want to cover that as well. And then maybe Saturday or one of those days I will return back to Jamaican football. So once you have more information pops up, I kind of compile everything and come out. All right. Just make sure I get my apology when you find out you're wrong. Have you ever seen a human being that makes up a story and then convince themselves? That's Demo. Demo, hear me, Duckland, you always a beat me bad. Can you clip what I've said? And what I said I'm going to do? And just give it back to Demo, please. I'm not going to repeat it now, it's in the video. Alright, yes. Jesus God. Demo special. But Demo, once I get the information, I'm going to come and tell you sorry regardless. But I want someone to still send you what I've said. All right? So your ego don't have to, your ego don't have to be all over the place. Because I win, Blackheart says. They are not the better team generally. But they are the better team on the day. All right. White Art Radio. I can't argue that point, White Art Radio. White Art, consult, just because maybe you will say that I'm biased or I'm fighting against someone. Consult a coach and ask them if a team could be better and not win the game. All right? Because that is 100% possible. You said JPL regular season toppers get a trophy. Yeah, send me the clip. Send me the clip, Demo. You got drop down. You got drop down in a Demo. You got drop down. Send me the clip, Demo. Alright? Send me the clip in a Demo. And you're going to see how you can twist words All right, even when I made my correction, before he said anything, I made my correction right after, and I phrased it properly, and the man still just go off what me did say first, before he responded, he's still going off even not the correction after, All right, so Demo, make sure you watch the stream and get the information out of it. All right. So people, that was the big bad Demo. We have to fight over and over. Yeah. So Topper a better coach than Speed, in my opinion, based on what I saw in the field. Yes. Blessing Sports on the ball. Thanks for being here, guys. Remember to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. We had some technical difficulties, and I will try and get it started. All right. Let me check it. All right. I get it to 150 likes. Still 15 to go. Demo, where are we? Yes, people. Based on what I saw, I wouldn't be surprised if Topper is a better coach than Mr. Speed, Yeah, you can't tell me that you don't have this, you don't have that. I like what I saw from Topper's system, Yeah. In my opinion, that's my opinion, people. You can't kill me for it, Yeah, I'm not so impressed. And I'm not going to give Mr. Speed all the super greatest praise over the next coach. When every time the next coach hold him, he's dominating and sometimes he wins. And the next times he do lose the game. Most of the losses coming off penalties. No, I'm not going to say that because I think it was the last two, and then he won 2-1. He won 2 of the games and 2-1. So, he's winning the games. And he found ways to win the games. We just to sit back in the game and make it difficult. But I still have to give Mr. Whitmore credit, We all said he was not the best coach. He never had much sense and all sorts of things. Well, he has improved. He has improved. It's a good debate. A good debate. Play better and lose. All right, Danny Dread, big up yourself. So Danny Dread, I know that you're older. I'm not saying you're old. You don't believe that you can play extremely better than the opposition and lose the game because that's the war that they have started on its stream. And I said, of course, you can play better than you can play better than every opponent and lose every one of the games. Yes, because playing better doesn't necessarily means you winning the game. Because I've seen a lot of teams played very bad and win games, like just try to defend the whole game, and a lot of luck came in, and maybe poor finishing from the opponent striker. But what happened with all of the other things that they have done? So I can't buy that, people. So in the chat, comment, please, if you reach this part. Can you, because they are trying to fight me to say that you cannot play better and lose the game. And I'm telling them that's bollocks. That is easy well bollocks. That is terrible. All right? Yes. I'm going to leave it right there. So thanks, all you lovely people. All right? Who have the better and more experienced players. Would that be a part of the conversation? Not necessarily, because we're just talking about the actions that took place on the field. So if you have completed more reps in the defensive third, midfield third, and attacking third, but did not finish your chances, so this one player on the field failed you. Everything that you have done in all the other thirds, you have dominated, including the attacking third as well. But this man missed 5 chances in one game. And you have created 10 chances overall. And the next 2 guys missed 2 chances. And maybe the next guy late running and missed a chance. Make the 10. And you have 1 half chance and scored. And you hit the post 4 or 5 times. It's hard for you to come and tell me that you're a better team. Good day, Telexa. Hope all is well. Yeah, man. So, people, we're going to stop it right there. We will be back in like 2 days or so. Because I don't want to tell the 2 and then I don't come back after the 2. So, 2 days. Give me 2 days at least. All right? Yeah. So smash the like button and here we out. Chorus, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Take care. Bye bye.